What up, guys? Basketball Joe 92 here. And this video is a 2012-2013 preview of the T-Wolves season, upcoming season. And I want to start out by talking about their roster, just going over it. K-Love, obviously their best player. You got Kirilenko, Brandon Roy, Nikola Pekovic, Ridnour, Chase Budinger, Derek Williams, J.J. Barea, Malcolm Lee, Greg Steemsma, Dante Cunningham, and they're missing Alexei Shved, the rookie out of Russia, 23-year-old rookie. And obviously Kevin Love is our best player, and arguably Brandon Roy / Ricky Rubio will be our second and third best players, with Kirilenko and Peck leveling it out. Although I do think Peck is a very solid post player. He is underrated, and look for him to have a breakout season this year. Over the summer, he lost a lot of body fat, and hard to believe, but he got stronger too. Also, his conditioning has gotten better, so look for him to really beat his fellow centers down the court, beat the guy he's guarding down the court, and look for him to get easy baskets in transition, especially when Rubio comes back. Another guy to look forward to is Derek Williams. He had kind of a disappointing rookie season last year. Was pretty inconsistent, partly because he got inconsistent minutes. And the real question with him is he a 3 or a 4? Me personally, I think he can develop into a 3, because that's the only place he's going to get minutes on this team. But over the summer, obviously he is trying to transition into the 3 spot. He slimmed down, okay? He lost some weight, and he also worked on a shot. And if you notice in the preseason, his shot has looked a little smoother. So hopefully he can keep working on that and keep becoming a better shooter. All right, next off, let's talk about the changes the T-Wolves made to their roster. Over the summer, they released Darko Milicic, Michael Beasley, Wes Johnson, and Anthony Randolph. And one thing those players all had in common is they were low IQ players. They didn't know how to play as a team. They made a lot of dumb mistakes, a lot of turnovers. I mean, they were talented players. They couldn't put the full package together. And it was good to release them, and they brought in Andre Kirilenko, very solid veteran, great defender. He can also pass pretty well. Not a great shooter, but he'll bring a lot to the table. Brandon Roy, Alexei Shved, the rookie out of Russia, like I said, and I have high hopes for him. He's looked pretty good in the preseason so far. And Greg Steemsma, who actually, I'm pretty sure he led the league in blocks, average blocks per game, or something like that. He's good. So overall, we became a higher IQ team, an older team with more playoff experience, which is never a bad thing. Like I said, the 4 players we released, I mean, they all had potential to be great. They just weren't showing it. And Kevin Love has made it apparent that he wants to win now. He's been sick of losing. He's been here 3 years. We've had a horrible record every year. So we're committed to getting better now. And we made a step in the right direction. Now, how good can the T-Wolves be this year? And that's a really good question. There's been a lot of talk about it. I think we could be as high as 4th seed in the West, behind the Thunder, Lakers, and probably the Clippers. The Spurs are going to be up there too. They're always good. But it all depends on 2 things. If Roy and Kirilenko can stay healthy, and how Rubio plays when he comes back and when he comes back. He's projected to come back, I want to say late December. He's ahead of progress, but with ACL injuries, you want to be careful. You don't want to have the player come back too soon, because that's just, you're risking injury again there. So hopefully when he comes back, he'll play up to the level he was last year. And Roy, obviously he's had knee problems his whole career, but he had surgery on him, and he had these special procedures done that apparently really helped him. And he said in the summer and through this preseason even that he's feeling really good, the best he has in a while. So hopefully that can keep up. And Kirilenko, every season it seems when he played in the NBA, he'd miss 10, 12 games from injury. So he's a big key to getting healthy too. But if, like I said, if Derek Williams can step it up at the small forward, That's going to take a lot of pressure off of Kirilenko. And Kirilenko will probably start at the 3 at the start of the year, although I think he could be more of a 4. He plays more like a 4. His jump shot, he can make jump shots, but he's not a great jump shooter. So if Derek Williams can play the 3, transition to that, that'll be huge. And let's talk about our bench a little bit. You got Budinger. Oh yeah, Budinger is another acquisition we made. Traded the 16th pick this summer for him. And I think he's going to be what everybody expected Wes Johnson to be. An athletic wingman who can shoot the 3, who can really get out on the fast break and throw it down, who Rubio can lob it up to. So hopefully he fills that role pretty well. At point guard, besides Rubio, you also have J.J. Barea and Rittenauer. And it looks like, at least from this preseason standpoint, that Rittenauer is ahead of J.J. So expect him to start at the beginning of the year. So expect the T-Wolves to make the playoffs. They could be as high as 4, or they could just creep in, depending on the health of Brandon Roy and Kirilenko, and when Rubio comes back. And if you enjoyed this video, rate, comment, subscribe, because I will have more T-Wolves related videos. I'm doing an association mode on 2K13 with them, and I'll post a link to that first video in the description box. This is Soda, and I'm out. See you guys.